day everyone, my name is Cervantes, Applications Engineer from Computrends, and for today's session, we will talk about lead better meetings with Lean Team Player. The tools available to you are growing. You're about to see some of the powerful Dassault system tools to solve just about any product development challenge, especially those of our SolidWorks clients. This is 3D Experience Works. As you can see, we have different brands that each tackle different pieces of the product development process. So what does the process look like? In its simplest form, it's planning, developing, and releasing a product. We all know how well SolidWorks tackled the second step, developing and iterating on your design. The rest of the 3D Experience Works fills in the gaps to provide that one-stop shop of the connected solutions. I want you to pay particular attention on how the two roles combine to give you ultimate team planning coverage. Lean Team Player for visually supporting stand-up and operational meetings. Project Planner for setting up schedules and longer-term execution and tracking. To fast forward to the summary of what you will see in today's session, quickly create engaging agendas and visual boards to boost focus. Stimulate your team's creativity with digital collaborative tools. Organize actions, owners, and timelines with one source of truth. In this workflow story, we use Megan, the manager. She is responsible for both the engineer staff and fulfilling product development and project management duties for her business unit. To be effective as a leader, she needs to plan, facilitate, and follow up a meeting. Meeting can be tough, even when we are all in person. There's a number of ways to tune out, get distracted, and fail to participate. Part of this is poor meeting leadership, part is the wrong tools, part is the team norms. Many of the bad behaviors and waste are worsened with more virtual meetings. More distractions, more things going on, more windows and tabs open. Is anyone even paying attention to Megan? Can 3D Experience help? If we connect the team together on the platform, what does that change? Storing, managing, and collaborating on design data is a challenge every company faces. Now, with many more teams working remotely, there are questions on everyone's mind. Most of the time, we think of a meeting as that block on the calendar when we all dial in. But in reality, there's a before and after, and that's where great leadership happens. The meeting is the only time everyone is together, and the value created during that time altogether is dictated by the prep and the follow-up. These two phases are squarely the responsibility of the leader. Be the bookends to your team's time together. So what? So you can reduce waste. We already have swim communities on the 3D Experience platform, which is great for asynchronous threads. We all know that there comes a time when you just need to call everyone together and make progress. It's on Megan to prepare for her meeting, to create the focus and maximize the use of time together. Megan Structures team has been looking for a new way to connect. Let's use the 3D Lean to create a visual and engaging platform for the meeting. A board represents a set of whiteboards. So you might have a board that represents your weekly meeting. In this case, Megan's going to have a new board that she brings her structures team together. Now the whole idea of a board is pretty straightforward. It's a simple grid where you can outline these things called linjets. A board is filled with a variety of linjets, which you can think of as applications that allow you to do various things. For example, a web page reader allows you to access any external URL. Video player, defining team members, looking at pictures and PDFs, even consolidating problem and action notes, more on that later, accessing our SolidWorks data and sketches. Let's take a look at further customizing each of these linjets. Let's invite the entire structure team and add them to this board. They already have the Lean Team Player role, so you just add them to the team. Sam already has a board set up on the shop floor, so let's link to him and enable action sharing. This is easy since everyone is already on the platform and they already have a Lean Team Player role. Let's use the web page reader to access the design community to bring up the latest threads on the topic at hand. The player can be used for video assets. For example, there's a video found in the swim that will give the team the energy and perspective. Load the latest PDF report and add to the agenda. Setting up the exhibits, kind of like making a PowerPoint deck, but obviously this is a ton better than a PowerPoint deck because of all this rich media. For example, connect to the SolidWorks CAD data, specifically the latest revision of the Moto-knee and BF2 foot physical product. 3D Play is integrated so we can examine the absolute latest design data. Sketch is where you will spend the majority of your time. This really becomes the graphical focal point of the meetings. So you want to be thoughtful about the visual framework you are designing for your upcoming collaboration. Out of the box with Lean Team Player, you'll find templates with Lean principles. A starfish diagram talks about how you can take this team to the next level. In fact, you can bring on multiple diagrams to keep the demo going. The sketch becomes an infinite canvas and seed it with a few Lean principles. Assemble multiple graphical backdrops, text boxes, shapes. Just make sure be prepared to keep the meeting moving and focused. To make sure everyone has Lean Team Player, make sure that whatever dashboard they are using, they have a link to this tab with the 3D Lean app. Megan was able to prepare for her brainstorming meeting using 3D Lean's tools. Not only that, she created some engaging boards and a visual agenda that should keep her team focused. Let's bring together the extended product team and everyone's contribution when it comes to solving a problem or generating ideas. Ask everyone to put together their ideas about the project. Much better versus sequential around the horn, and gives everyone a chance to put forward their ideas. Add stickers to indicate which persons should own the follow-up on each of these ideas. Sam is already using Lean Team Player for his stand-ups. We can also send action notes directly to his boards for follow-through. There's also stickers. These are graphical items you can make your own conventions around. In this case, indicating the hottest ideas, best places to start, and top priorities. The idea is 1% and execution is 99%. Introducing the action log. This LeanJet consolidates any action notes from across your whole board. Now advancing the conversation. These can be used as a very handy daily or weekly referentials. Use the auto-arrange, then nudge these a little bit so we can see everything. Take a snapshot, which can be sent this out or an email or post it to the team community. That would go a long way towards the follow-up. Megan captured images of her boards and began to generate the follow-up plan. Megan was able to stimulate creativity and guide participation with digital notes, stickies, and Lean frameworks. Does the team know what needs to be done next? While we have images of the board, there's a more extensive toolset on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. So again, we could and should take pictures. You can send those snapshots and post them. And here's the part that is compelling as a team leader. They can take these action notes and send them to collaborative tasks. Set the due date and add any additional details onto the task description. Then, this is what those tasks look like on the to-do list of the collaborative task. Repeat this for every one of the action notes. In a simple board style, they can see all the tasks by due date, maturity, or status. These tasks are a lot more than sticky notes at this point. These have now become traceable, trackable objects on the platform. Now everyone will have their list populated with the follow-up actions from the meeting. Now, what if they want to go to the next level? Organize a ground-up project plan with all these tasks and add more details like sequence, duration, and dependency. Megan's also got Project Planner at her fingertips. With the drag and drop, they can create a new project schedule, incorporating each of the collaborative tasks. Megan's going to make the project plan from all the ideas that the team had. She's going to help sequence them in the right order and help everyone understand the dependencies, durations, and milestones. They can add additional context to each task as well. For Adam, they want to make sure he's seen the latest revision. Right inside the task in the project planner, they can add a reference over to the product itself. They have conversations around each task and provide each other with updates. All of a sudden, it is becoming a lot more traceable and trackable. There's going to be dependencies, which can create with the drag and drop between tasks. They can start to visualize what needs to happen in what order and things like where the schedule is potentially crunched and what needs to happen before other tasks. It is going to spend a few minutes for the time's sake. They also like to organize the tasks a little bit more by reordering them by order. This helps you understand at a glance. The set of tasks is about the order and time to spend on each of them. Since they are on 3D Experience, they can add anyone with a project planner role. They want to empower everyone, so everyone's an author. They can adjust details, add updates, and keep everyone in the loop with any delays to schedule. So what's the follow-up to the team? Grab a quick link to this dashboard tab, then head back to the Swim community and update that thread. Here's a couple pictures of the lean boards and link over to the Project Planner tab for your dashboard. Lean Team Player is a super easy and useful role itself, and combining it with the 3D Experience platform gives you digital continuity and traceability of tasks, giving everyone his or her to-do list and keeping track of progress. Even generating a project plan to organize the team even further. Megan fully deserves to update her first task of meeting follow-up. With 3D Experience, you can do more than create visuals. You can track ownerships and execute activities with a higher degree of detail. Some meetings are well run, but what about the follow-up? Do you ever waste time wondering what was I supposed to do? What was my action item? What am I supposed to do next? Who is doing what I think we do waste a lot of time tracking down. Just that awareness of what other people are working on is sometimes lost. Megan can organize tasks, assign ownership, and generate timelines, all of this linked together with one source of truth. By embracing Lean Team Player and by being a better leader of your meetings, you can guide the agenda and the attention of your team, make the most of valuable time together and after the meeting, execute on everything you discuss, and stay aligned on that follow-up plan. These are the techniques and tools needed to be competitive. From the book co-authored by James Womack, Everyone involved must be able to see and must understand every aspect of the operation and its status at all times. This is especially true with the follow-up after the meeting. Thinking about the brainstorm, but that's 1%. 99% is in our execution. The implementation is key. Everyone needs to be able to see what's expected, by when, and know what everyone else is doing and their status. That's the only way that we're going to get to the next milestone of our big design review of our next revision. It's all about rethinking how we're leading meetings today, the tools we have, and the norms in our team. You saw 3 tools available to you today on the 3D Experience platform. Lean Team Player with interactive boards. We saw Collaborative Industry Innovator where we could have the to-do list, and then Project Planner with schedules and tracking. With 3D Experience, you can transform your team from powerless and overwhelmed to empowered and organized. If you'd like to learn more about 3D Experience Lean Team Player, visit our website or reach out to us as your local reseller today. Thank you.